some other for preparation for interview? What did you read?
Sir, I have started reading more about credit,
More about?
and I am more about credit. I am brushing IOB schemes, MSME schemes.
Very good.
So,
Acha,
I
acha.
think they
You
will
are good.
be talking. They might talk about this thing. And another thing is that today our bank financials has come.
Oh,
As on 31st March 2023, results have come.
acha, what is the
So,
profit percentage increase?
yeah, profit is increased, but it is very minimal actually.
Oh, not much.
Not much. So we are not getting PLI.
Oh, acha, acha. No incentive.
So
No incentive.
no incentive. Yeah, no PLI.
Oh, I think Indian Bank, they are
So
giving PLI. Yeah.
all banks are giving except IOB.
Acha, I'm sorry. Oh, very
Actually, the net profit for this year is 2099 crores
oh. But what is
as against
here?
79.
In fact, as scale 3, scale 4 interview is, you can be
Yes, sir.
questioned what are the features of PLI, what are the conditions for giving PLI. That is a
Yes, sir.
good question. India banks, what is that? What is the expansion of incentive? What is the PLI expansion?
So, performance linked incentives, sir.
Performance linked incentive criteria.
Yes,
This is a good
yes, sir.
question. This question we should know.
Actually, they told if year-to-year growth in operating profit is less than 5%, then nil. 5% to 10%, then 5 days. More than 10 to 15 means 10 days, and more than 15%, 15 days. That is half month a salary will be given as a PLI.
No, I am not asking about salary. That is okay. That is another thing. Which banks can
No, I'm
declare?
talking about
Which banks can declare PLI?
the banks which have got year-to-year growth in operating profit by more than 5%.
Oh,
So
last
if
year,
that,
from
yeah, if the
if I had
bracket
if
is,
I had got 100 crore profit last year, if I get 105 crore profit this year, I can give this. Acha, acha.
yes, they can give only for 5 days. There are 3 PLI metrics. One is nil, then 5 days, 10 days, and 15 days. Maximum 15 days of salary can be given as a profit linked incentive. So since our growth in operating profit is less than 5%, so we are not getting it.
Yeah. I am having the link for that. We will
Yes, sir.
learn something from this.
Yes, sir.
Of course, this is telling from employees angle, how to calculate performance linked incentives under bipartite settlement. Is it same, or now it is same, or something else?
Sir,
I think it is same only.
same, sir.
Same
Only, sir. Same only, sir.
The
This is
percent.
what I was telling, sir. Actually,
Here,
last year also, our IOB didn't got PLI. This year also consecutive, we have not got PLI.
Yeah, you please read the performance linked incentives. Gaurav, please read
Yes,
from
sir.
here.
The performance linked incentives will be given on mandatory achieving the year-to-year growth in operating profit or net profit. The PLI will be paid on the basis of certain fixed slabs as introduced in the 11th bipartite settlement agreement. What is performance linked incentive? First is percentage increase year to year in operating profit. Second is payout as annual increment on establishment cost. Third is bank will pay out as maximum of 15 days salary and minimum of 5 days as annual increment on establishment cost. Fourth is annual increment will be paid addition to the existing salary hike, which would be the fixed component.
No, still you are confusing me. Here they are telling annual increment means every month salary में increase होगा ना क्या? नहीं ना?
नहीं सर,
एक ही बार देगा ना?
एक ही बार देगा सर.
These 3 and 4 are same only.
It is same only sir.
Okay. Please read as per IBA proposed
As
complex.
per offer given by IBA, all such bank employees which are having operative profit as per the charts here by below will be given incentive with certain days of salary as and above the regular salary.
Here, I think less than 5% if it is there, no,
Yes.
nothing will be
PLI.
paid. 5 to 10%, 5 days. 10% to 15%, 10 days. Above
Yes, sir.
15%, 15 days salary will be
15
given.
days. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is the additional salary over the annual salary.
Excellent. Percentage of increment paid on annual basis. All such banks which are having year-on-year growth, operating profit, net profit higher than 5% will get the annual increment as minimum 5 days salary, maximum 15 days. For example, Indian Bank having positive net profit, it will achieve both the criteria as on 31st also. What is an establishment cost? This is the cost incurred on the staff expenses in general by the organization. Hence, the bank's employees will be paid 10 days salary on establishment expenses of average 30 days. What is this one? Excuse me, do you know? Is this anyway different? Only 5 days salary, 10 days salary, 15 days salary will be paid. That's all, na?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But confusion karta hai. What are the disadvantages of PLI? PLI will be paid to all the employees. This will again does not create the competitiveness among employees. Whether work or does not work, the incentive will be paid to all. The performance linked incentive is for banks and not for employees. So I mean, ये तो last sentence meaning नहीं है, but I am also of the view only. But of course, if they start differentiating people based on the actual performance, I think in Indian Bank we had a separate system other than this. Branches which achieve targets, branches which reach certain parameters, they can be paid some extra incentive and all.
No, sir. In public sector bank, it is based upon overall bank growth only. Yeah,
overall,
not on branch growth. Yeah, yes, sir.
Overall bank growth. Very good. Thank you. Thanks for this information. And yeah, anybody else has come now? Yeah. Yeah, anybody else? Come on. What have you studied and what points would you like to ask or share for information? Pani has come. Brijita Pani.
Good morning. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Brijita Pani. What did you study extra for asking us or telling us?
Sir, extra that economy, that crisis, US crisis.
Acha, what is that? Speak about it.
Actually, there is a crash of 3 banks in US. One is Signature Valley Bank, and another is Silvergate Bank, and another.
Now, where we don't know the names, leave it. 3 banks, boldo, or 4 banks. I think
banks?
four banks ho gaya. 4 ho
Credit
gaya.
also, okay. Sir, due to they are incapable of managing their risk. So what they did now, they first they have invested in the deposits. And when they want to liquidate that deposit, and there is huge run in the bank. So they are not able to balance their asset liability mismatch it came, and they are taken risk of investing the money in startups and venture capitals. So they are unable to balance that asset liability, and suddenly bank run comes and the bank collapses. So it is a great lesson to India, and because by this time, so our RBI is keeping in eye view of US crisis, have a good catch hold of that liquidity measures, and by keeping eye of the view of this, that repo rate in inflation and repo rate monetary measures, they are taking very prudently, and we are somehow escape of this. It is though it is have a global impact, but we are somehow escaped due to our good and prudent risk management policy of RBI.
Now, actually, there are 2-3 things I would like to tell you.
Yes, sir.
See, almost all the countries are facing problem. Our India stock market is doing well. And that too, the significant thing that you might have noticed is that DIIs. What are DIIs?
Domestic institutional investors are Madhusudan here.
They are investing huge funds now into share market, and that is the reason the share prices are going up like anything. Now, what is Bombay Stock Exchange rate now? Anybody can tell me? You have it with you? You
Yeah,
can
sir,
see.
I have.
What is BSE Sensex today? 62,027. Right now, I am getting it from my cell phone.
Okay.
62,027. Similarly, NSE, how much? NSE stock rate?
18,300 something, sir.
These two are very good figures. So how India's figures are going up like this? Possibly in the foreign also. Anybody knows about foreign markets? In the foreign also, they rising or they are going down?
No, sir. It's stagnant. I'm following the stock market regularly. So a couple of reasons adding to what you said. One of the reason is the quarterly results. So quarterly results for almost all the companies that came out, and Indian companies are doing well, specifically in the infrastructure sector and in the real estate and the allied services real estate. Example, electrical equipments and all these equipments which are actively being participated in infrastructure, they are doing good. So because of this, the quarterly results, even FMCG is doing good. So because of this, there is a rise in the stock market. One thing. Another thing is, as you said, apart from DSIs, even the FII, that is foreign institutional investors, are buying the bulk deals in the stock market as of now. Specifically in the last 1 month and 1.5 months, where it was negative in the previous year. So these are the two things. And
Negative
the third,
was there due to some restrictions in India posed in middle of the situation.
No, Bajita. The point is, the correct reason is since it was economic slowdown and the US was facing an issue, if FIR was not willing to take a risk in any of the stock market. Now they are seeing a growth in the Indian market. That is the reason they are jumping into it.
Yeah, the reason they feel that the fundamentals in these companies are better than other things. That is why they are coming. But right now, are you seeing on the screen? What do you see on the screen? In India's retail inflation, are you seeing or not?
No, sir. It has came down to 4.7 today. Also, I've read.
Yeah.
Today,
4.75 CPI.
In India's Pani, please read this. India's retail inflation.
India's retail inflation eases to 18-month low of 4.7% in April, stays with RBI's tolerance band.
Continue. Synopsis.
Synopsis. The consumer price index based inflation has remained within the Reserve Bank of India's tolerance band of 2 to 6% for the second consecutive month. The number can be attributed to modernization in food and fuel prices apart from the low base effect. The easing price of cereals and vegetables in addition with lower energy prices have also pulled back the inflationary levels.
Hold on 1 minute. The easing price of cereals and vegetables in addition to lower energy prices. Okay. Oil, petroleum ka price kam ho gaya. Very good. Continue. India's retail inflation.
India's retail inflation moderated to an 18-month low of 4.70% in April on an annual basis, as against 5.66% in March. Showed data released by the Minister of Statistics on Friday. The consumer price index based inflation has remained within the Reserve Bank of India's tolerance band of 2 to 6% for the second consecutive month. The number can be attributed to the moderation in food and fuel prices apart from the low base effect. The easing prices of cereals and vegetables in addition with lower energy prices have also pulled back the inflationary levels. The consumer price index eased to 3.84% in April. Rural inflation stood at 4.68%, while urban inflation stood at 4.85%. Inflation rate for vegetables witnessed a contraction of 6.50% in April. The inflation levels of food and beverage and fuel segments stood at 4.22 and 5.52% respectively. India's retail inflation was above RBI's 6% target for 3 consecutive quarters and had managed to fall back to the RBI's comfort zone only in November 2022. A Reuters poll of 53 economists had predicted the inflation to slow down to 4.80% in April. Predictions ranged from 4.40% to 5.80%, with respondents expecting inflation to remain below the RBI 6% upper tolerance limit for the second consecutive month. The poll results stated. March was the first month this year so far where India has been a retail inflation reading below the 6% RBI upper tolerance limit. In an attempt to rein in the prices, the Reserve Bank of India has so far hiked the benchmark repurchase rate by 250 basis points cumulatively since May 2022. In the last fiscal, which ended March 31st, RBI projected average annual retail inflation at 6.5%. In a surprise move, the Monetary Policy Committee recently decided to keep the repo rate unchanged at 6.50%. At the press conference after the policy announcement, RBI Governor Saktikant Das said that the move is a pause and not a pivot because MPC wanted to assess the impact of the cumulative 250 basis points hike in the policy rates since May last. Deputy Governor Michael Patra chipped into the rhetoric that the cause is valid only till 10 a.m. on June 8, 2023, when the governor will announce the next policy. The RBI is in this meeting marginally caught retail inflation projections to 5.2% in the recent fiscal, but flagged adverse climate conditions and rising uncertainty in the international financial markets as future risk.
Although
the expectation of a record Rabi harvest bodes well for easing of food price pressures, milk prices are likely to remain firm going into the summer season due to tight demand-supply balance and further cost pressures, RBI said.
Thank you. So that's what it is. Now, please, Gaurav, please read this. Karnataka
tops manufacturing innovation index. 3 southern states in top 5. The index measures performance on the basis of factors like innovation, conducive ecosystem in the state, investment, problems in financing market, and businesses present. The report comes in the wake of India rising to the 40th rank out of 132 countries in the Global Innovation Index in 2022 which was a leap of 41 places in 7 years from the 81st rank in 2015.
Good. This is a good thing. What is this index? Global Innovation Index. Okay, continue. Karnataka.
Karnataka has ranked first in the Indian Manufacturing Innovation Index IMII 2021-22 released by Department of Science and Technology and the United Nations Industrial Development Organization UNIDO. Out of 5 southern states, 3 figure among the top 5 with Telangana at the 3rd position. And sir, we have to scroll down, sir. And Tamil Nadu coming in the 4th. Kerala has obtained the 13th rank, whereas Andhra Pradesh has obtained the 22nd rank. Among the major states category, Karnataka, Telangana, and Tamil Nadu have performed above the national norm, whereas Kerala has had average performance. Andhra Pradesh is in the low performing category. The index measures performance on the basis of factors like innovation, conducive ecosystem in the state, investment, problem in financing, market, and businesses present. The report comes in the wake of India rising to the 40th rank out of 132 countries in the Global Innovation Index in 2022, which was a leap of 41 places in 7 years from 81st rank in 2015. Karnataka has an innovation index.
I'm sorry, like this it goes, doesn't matter. Additional Chief Secretary of State Information Biotechnology Ramana Reddy results will motivate Karnataka to do better. Okay. Next story. Somebody else will read this. Who will read? Our Madhusudan. Are you there? Madhusudan? Madhusudan?
Yeah, so I'm there.
Please read. Industrial production.
Yeah, its industrial production growth declined to 1.1% in March.
Now, wait a minute. I'll stop here and ask. So what is the relevance of such informations to interviews in scale 3 and scale 4 level? See, they will ask only such of the questions like, say, what you will do for this, what can be done for this, for which there are no definite answers, but overall answers you will be able to give only if you go through the current affair news regularly. One, I am giving you that current affairs snippets every day. That is one. Apart from that, also say you can catch hold of any one newspaper and go through. For example, every day, Economic Times is giving like this, some important points like this, and our Business Standard also is giving me every day position. So if once we go through that, we will have a fair idea of what is going on in and around us so that we can manage those questions. So I request you to tackle that portion by yourself. So I'm not going into that. Now let us concentrate on some other questions relating to what can be expected in a first level interview. And has anyone listened to our knowledges where they said why two interviews? Did you go through that video? Anybody listen to that video? I couldn't hear it. Anybody listen to that or not? Please tell me.
Yes, sir. That 2 interviews, they told first interview will for rejection and second interview for selection.
That is the thing. Acha. That is the thing. First is for rejection. Acha, acha, acha. Now here it is there. Just
Central Bank of India, what it means, what will happen in the first round, and what is going to happen in the second round. Lot many people have doubts on this. Am I right? You want to ask a question regarding this? Right? So I will be addressing all that. I will be addressing all that. We are proud to announce the result live, one after another, with the help of you. It's going to be elimination. It's no more a pre-round.
Spelling
This
mistake.
round is to be
Spelling
called as
wrong.
elimination
ELI.
round, and the mains round is to be
ELIMINE.
called selection round. ठीक है, समझ जाइए डिफरेंस. मैं दो शब्दों में डिफरेंस को आपके सामने रख दिया हूं. Stage 1 will be elimination. Stage 2 will be selection. कल आपने पृथ्वी सर को इंटरनल क्लास में सुना, ठीक है, उन्होंने कैसे बताया, आपको जैसे बताया कि HR राउंड की तरह ही होने वाला है, तो उसी बेसिस पर आपको ये मतलब प्री राउंड में हम आपको ट्रेंड करेंगे. ठीक है, तो डॉक्यूमेंट्स के ऊपर आपको बहुत ही ध्यान देना होगा. छोटा मोटा डॉक्यूमेंटेशन के वजह से आपका सिलेक्शन रुकना नहीं चाहिए. अगर आपको NOC वगैरह नहीं मिल रहा है, एक्सपीरियंस नहीं मिल रहा है,
I'm not going into those details. So kindly watch that also. Maybe it can help us learn some new points from this. Pani, what did you learn from that? What are the points you could tell us? Pani, you have already seen that, na?
Yeah, sir, I saw that they are specially imposing first interview will be facts and figures. They will judge. They will ask the subjective things with your achievement, performance, with the full data you have to show them. And in the second round, they will ask concept-based questions and understanding-based questions.
Exactly.
Good. Micro, macro difference.
Very good. So now let us concentrate on micro. Madhusudan.
Yeah, sir.
Madhusudan, you are from which bank?
So currently I'm working in a fintech company.
You told me that.
Yeah.
Fintech company. Can you please tell me what is a fintech company?
So fintech is a combination of when the services are given, for example, finance services, and in addition, it's a combination of finance plus technology. So basically, fintech companies are the one. It's a newest startup companies wherein the focus point is on the technology rather than going with the traditional approach.
So where is the need for fintech companies?
Sir, since we are going ahead with in the economy with the digitalization, and as we are growing towards this direction to digitalization and the AI path, I think we have more and more people getting introduced towards the technology side. So even the young generation who is getting who are more influenced with the technologies and the tech savvy points. So these are the target segments for these companies generally.
Achha. Can you tell me which are the leading fintech companies in our country?
Yes, one is Byju's, which is almost on the first rank. Then the Dream 11, the second one, and the third one is Swiggy.
I think you are wrong.
Sorry, first one is Byju's, second is Swiggy, and then third one is Dream 11.
Byju's, from which angle are you telling?
So Byju's, it has a strong valuation. That's what I read something.
No. Byju's has been rated very low. Recently, I read somewhere else, Byju's valuations are being brought down considerably. I read in some article. So the leading IT companies that I can see, and I am also subscribing, is that Paytm. Paytm, I can say it is correct. Razor Pay, I have heard that is also correct. Policy Bazaar, that is correct. But some more names are appearing. I'm not sure whether they are really correct. Gaurav must be able to tell me, like Lending Cart, Money Tap, Instamajo is good one, Siksha Finance, Pine Labs, Zest Money, and InCred. So these are, but your answer, Byju's is not a fintech company now. It's
a fin.
No,
okay,
no.
it's a edutech.
EduTech.
It's yeah. It's not a fintech company. Yeah, it's a kind of a startup in the unicorns I was telling about. So
Yeah.
Byju's is a edutech. It's not a
EduTech, and
fintech.
its performance is
Correct.
very low. And its performance is very low nowadays. And it is being rated very low, and revaluation of its assets are being done by their own, by the lenders themselves. There only I came across that point. Okay, doesn't matter.
Okay.
Which is
Yeah.
India's biggest B2B fintech platform?
B2B, business to business, fintech space you are talking about.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about
The answer
point.
is given as lending cart. 64.4 million, followed by Fino Payments Bank. Fino Payments Bank, 59.3 million, followed by Swipe Technologies, capitalfloat.com.
Okay.
How many fintech companies are there in India? Can you guess roughly how many are there?
Sir, I know the total number of the unicorns in India as of now is 115. Out of which I think in the fintech space it will be nearby of, if I'm not wrong, it will be nearby somewhat about 30 or 40.
No, but the question was fintech companies.
Yes, sir, it will be something near between 50 or 60 probably.
No, please correct me if it is wrong. Here it is given.
Yeah.
At present, over 2,200 fintech companies are operating. Around 19% of these companies are in the payment sector. This is followed by lending and then wealth tech.
Okay.
So the answer
Sir,
is
the difference between, sorry to interrupt. So whatever speaking.
2,200. No, I don't know. You are always looking at it from unicorn angle.
Correct, sir. Correct. Agreed. That was my point.
Yeah. Unicorn. What is the definition of unicorn?
So unicorn are the startup companies wherein the valuation has crossed USD $1 billion. That is equivalent to 100 crore rupees. So they are considered as a unicorn.
Very good. That's correct.
Because why I was more focused on this, because recently our company has become a unicorn.
I am aware you may not be familiar with these areas, and you have to be familiar with these areas. That is why questions relating to your areas I am asking, and these you can get from Google by different searches.
Agreed, sir. I have noted this point what you're telling. This may help me out.
So it is stated here, all over the country, largest fintech company in terms of market valuation is MasterCard in United States. MasterCard in United States, and it seems there is one more company known as Tencent.
Okay.
I will show you this. There is a company known as Tencent in China, followed by Ant Financial China, Intuit United States, PayPal United States, like that. Doesn't matter. So this many details we don't require, but then we should know the top companies in the world also.
Correct.
That also you must be able to know about it. Very good. So like that you can get to know. Now, what is the major function of your company, and what is it you are actually doing in that company, and what is it you are given for the company?
Okay. So basically we are into the credit card business. So one is like we provide a online digital platform which can be so the customer can be onboarded directly through the application, wherein no physical intervention is needed. So the customer can input the details in the application with the basic details. As in, he goes ahead, a lot of things are checked within seconds, and so ultimately, once this process is being completed, his virtual card or the credit card will be activated from our end, and then he can start using his credit card, and within 2 or 3 days, the physical card will be delivered. So we have a tie-up with the different banks since we are not a regulatory entities as of now. So we have a tie-ups with the different banks as of now. For example, Federal Bank, South Indian Bank, these are some of our partners. So we have an agreement with them. So ultimately the line of credit is being given by the banks themselves only. We only provide the 2 points over here. One is a customer base, and second thing, our platform is being used.
So what is the gain for your company from this? How
Yes.
you make profit?
So whatever the ultimately the profit is being generated through the business. Say for example, in a month period of time, if it is 100 crore rupees, ultimately we have a contract or other agreement with the banks. There will be profit sharing on this. So 65 will be, or 65% profit will be taken by the bank, or say for example 60%, 40 will be shared with us.
What is
Since
the
we
profit?
are
Now tell me, what is the profit in credit cards?
So profit can be generated through different means and modes from the credit card perspective. One is if the customer is unable to pay the amount, then the interest is being charged. Second is on the when the customer is availing the credit card facility, he may also opt for the EMIs. So that is another point where the income is generated. The third point is when he's transacting, for example, if he has taken a one card credit card and he's using it at a merchant end, right? So when this transaction is happening, there's a certain point and the fees that is being charged by the from our side as well on that for each transaction.
No, that is where there only I don't know. Please clarify there. A person using one card, he goes to, let us say, some big company like, where are you staying?
So I'm in Pune.
Pune, a big company in Pune, big luxury selling company like air condition and all. So in that company, I go and present my card and buy for about 50,000 rupees something, and I come out. Now, what is the gain for one card from this, for the bank for this, and who pays this?
Yeah. So the line of suppose if there is a swipe, right? Now, for example, let's take an example of 100 rupees as of now. So once the card is being swiped, so ultimately the 1 lakh rupees will be paid by the customer after the 30 days or 40 days after a stipulated time. So one is the line of credit will be given by the bank. Okay.
Bank only. Supposing it is Federal Bank's this thing,
it's a
Federal Bank will pay. Okay.
Correct.
And
Now,
what is the income? What is the income for the bank? What is the income for you?
Yeah. Say for example, that customer has paid you within the time limit. So one is like ultimately there is no interest payment, late payment fee had not happened. But when he has swiped for that 1 lakh rupees, say for example, just to give you a random example, 99,000 rupees will be a amount that is already being paid. But that 1,000 rupees extra. So there will be fees from every side. One is Visa will take its own fees for the settlement of the transaction. Okay. That is 0.25 or 0.5 of on each transaction. The second is the one card will charge its own fees, that is 0.25 or 0.3. In this way, on each transaction, wherever it is being swiped, the one card is getting the income from out of that. And even Visa is getting the income.
And what about bank?
Yeah. So for bank, it's also, so ultimately see the line of credit is like already 99,000 rupees, right? For bank. So ultimately, so in that 1%, the share is divided with Visa, with one card and with bank. So even if the customer pays, this will be considered in the one card balance sheet, and ultimately we need to pay. That is how the agreement is made.
Achha, now please tell me, if I buy a refrigerator for 1 lakh rupees, the South Indian Bank or Federal Bank will pay them only 99,000.
So in the settlement, it will be a 1 lakh rupees. So for whom you're asking, sir? Sorry, which party you're asking? Visa?
No. What I say, I am talking from your own card, card, one card or whatever it is, issued on behalf of Federal Bank or South Indian Bank. That card I am taking, I am swiping for 1 lakh rupees. Now the South Indian Bank or what is that, your another bank, Federal Bank, will pay the company how many rupees? I am not talking about your company, the seller company.
Yeah. So here when the card is being swiped, right? So for example, we have a different offers linked to that, right? So at a certain point of time, if that is a settlement, so ultimately in that case, out of that 1 lakh rupees, 500 rupees will be transferred to them, and the 500 will be deducted over the time.
Oh, okay. That 500, that is 0.5% will be retained.
Yes. That is how we see generally. Might we have seen the ads in the Amazon in the last week also. The one card ad was there.
Mhm.
So this is how we are. So we are giving discount 10%, 5%, right? This is how the system works.
No. I was about to ask you next question.
Yeah.
Say how companies are offering, say 10% discount when you buy from HDFC card, 15% discount when you buy from State Bank card and all that. Who bears the loss out of this transaction? And
So, sir,
yeah.
Yeah, this is a corporate type actually. For example, if you want to have a type with Amazon, right? So it is a corporate type wherein the rate will be decided at a given point of time and the agreement will be there. Say, for example, if we are running a campaign for a week, the rate will be already been decided. Like, yes, we'll be offering on the minus 10%. See, generally the price that you see on the Amazon or the Flipkart, that is not the original price. Even there is a margin to that. Even Amazon is taking some margin. So Amazon somewhat, say for example, to explain you with the example, if you are buying a product of 1 lakh rupees, right? If you're giving 10% discount, that is you are given 90%. However, the base price of that on the salary is just 60,000 or 70,000. So the 40,000 was taken by Amazon. Now he has reduced his commission and the earnings to 20,000 rather than taking 40,000.
That is
This is how the income is shared. Yeah.
Excellent. Very nice. That's good. But now tell me, what is your contribution to your company?
So, yeah, sir. So,
No,
sir, I'm
mostly when I conduct real mock also, you'll be facing similar questions. Doesn't matter.
correct.
But tell me.
Yeah, sir. So I'm looking, one thing is on the operational side, I'm looking. So I'm basically looking at the video KYC perspective. So all the customers who are getting onboarded, they need to get passed through the video KYC process. That's what we are following. Now, since we are not a regulatory entity, the banks can conduct a video KYC call and the bank representative should be there on the video KYC call. So one is, whatever the questions has been asked, the process, right from the beginning till the end, when you enter a call, so he will ask for your name, signatures, and the process that he's seeing, and the simultaneously is checking the data of yours with Aadhaar card and PAN card, right? As well as the information that you have inputted in the application will be displayed in his screen. So this process of verification of the KYC during the call is taken care by me. So I deal with the banks on this point, like what will be the questions, how will the process will be designed. So it becomes a most customer centric and a simple process for them. This is one point.
Banks believe you and they give it to you instead of they are doing it themselves. Correct?
No, sir. So ultimately banks are only doing it, fine. But since it is our customer, we are also involved in the background. So ultimately the face will be bank only.
Acha. Take care. Good. Okay, what is your contribution?
Yeah. So I look on the video KYC process and the agreements on this point with the banks, like how the video KYC process should be, because it should be in the agreement, right? It should not happen like bank is asking you anything on the video KYC call, since it's a recorded call also. So one is this point. Second is looking at the RBI guidelines and like how the video KYC can be impacted out of that. So that is a compliance part of that.
Excellent. No, you are communicating very well. Confidence level is good. Really, preliminary level and all will not be a problem. You'll be selected. But only thing is, when they come to achievement, or in what way, what is your extra knowledge that makes you more suitable for being selected? That area only you should try to sharpen your ideas. You try to gather some more points so that you can contribute nicely. Understand?
Correct, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks,
you.
sir.
Thank you, Madhusudan. Other people, do you have any
Sir?
questions, related questions to this person, Madhusudan? Yeah. Pani.
Sir, I want to ask Madhusudan sir. Video KYC what he told na, I have also done for my customer. Everything the customer came like physical KYC. The customer came with the original Aadhaar card and PAN card. we have
Mhm.
taken Aadhaar card, PAN card, but in his phone, I did all the
Mhm.
things. Means entering
Mhm.
what is the checkbook facility, yes or no, or nomination, mobile
Mhm.
banking, or internet
Mhm.
banking, whatever the features, I ticked it. Then one
Mhm.
OTP, two options are there. One is OTP, it will go for
Mhm.
mobile, and one OTP it will go for email ID.
Mhm.
So both has given. So OTP also came. I fed also. Then after
Mhm.
in his phone, one slot came. He has to choose which slot he is available for
Mhm.
taking the call from bank. Then after
Correct.
that, I selected the slot. Then after half
Mhm.
an hour, our bank people called, and that person
Mhm.
I was telling to sit. Just I have to success it, make it success. So he was sitting
Mhm.
there. So after half an hour, one call came from our bank. Means not any third party. Our bank head
Mhm.
office only. They called, and 2 to 3 persons. What I did na same process. They saw. With the PAN card and Aadhaar card, and that is the condition. 25% photo and everything should match. Means
Correct.
whatever he will be in the same dress and all, the same posture gesture. Means same um, photo should be, face should not mismatch 75% or more. Means
Correct.
at least
Correct.
25% should be matching. Then
Mhm.
they
Mhm.
have asked PAN card and again verified and slot is open. And again we got the mail that the video KYC account is successfully opened and the slot is open. And I have not seen any third party interference and nothing. You are telling, I don't means I just want to know, sir. No means
Okay.
Now,
objection.
अच्छा, पानी आप if you are comfortable in asking in Hindi, थोड़ा हिंदी में भी बता दीजिए, हम जो
हाँ,
पॉइंट आपको मन में लगता है बताइए।
मेरा जो कहना है कि
हाँ
इसमें
जी।
जो आप बोल रहे थे कि आपका रोल है, मैंने तो कुछ
हम्म।
नहीं दिखा। हमारा बैंक का जो प्रोसीजर मैंने स्टार्टिंग से एंड तक किया है और
हम्म।
सक्सेसफुली भी
हम्म।
ओपन भी हो गया। इसके बाद चेकबुक जो जो हम लोगों ने ऑर्डर किए थे उसका फोन में टिक किए थे वो भी आ गया।
हम्म।
लेकिन मैंने
हम्म।
जैसे, वो तो डेफिनेटली होगा, किसी फाइनेंशियल एजेंसी का हम लोग टाई अप किए होंगे, बट इसका रोल
हम्म।
मैंने कहीं पे नहीं दिखा हुआ।
नहीं, वो आपको नहीं दिखेगा मैम। द रीजन बिहाइंड इट
ओके।
इज
हाँ,
see as I told, so the face will be the bank only, right? So the call
ये
that you got is from the bank side only. Since we are not a regulatory entity, we can't come and directly interact with the customer on the video KYC call. Okay.
ओके
The
सर।
point is in the background, जो आपसे questions
बैकग्राउंड
पूछे
मीन्स
गए
लाइक व्हाटएवर वी हैव
between
क्वेश्चन।
me and bank, हाँ क्या, so the kind of questions that they asked and the process that is being set, like for पहले
मीन्स
customer आएगा,
टेक्नोलॉजिकल पार्ट यू हैव हैंडल, टेक्नोलॉजी पार्ट।
technology part along with the operational part, the set of the questions that is being asked, फिर और क्या क्या चीजें उसमें आपका फेस मैच हुआ होगा, उसमें परसेंटेज मैच हुए होंगे, सिग्नेचर ली गई होगी, right? A lot of things
या
that happen
करेक्ट
in that.
करेक्ट।
So
यस
that,
यस
yeah,
Pani,
that point.
Pani,
यस सर।
these people will come only in respect of the credit cards. But what you are doing is regular savings account or whatever it is. Acha, do
इट
you
इज वीडियो केवाईसी।
video KYC for savings account for
Yes,
current
we are doing also. Current
yeah,
savings account, video KYC, we are also doing in our
current?
branch.
What about current?
Current I have not done, but savings account, video KYC, they
Acha,
told that
yeah,
and
but
loan document also we are doing digital documentation execution.
Hare Baba, what is that new thing I am hearing for the first time? New.
And that is like like physical we are taking na. It is like doorstep banking, like OTP will go, it will be authentication. The same way, the customer will not give the hard copy of document. Means there will be forgery cannot happen so easily, fraud cannot happen. The customer OTP will go, then he will sign, then he will give his consent. Everything will be in his phone and email, so that there will be no chance that he cannot tell that I have not there, because
Acha,
simultaneously geotagging is also there. His
Gaurav,
longitude, aptitude.
1 minute. Gaurav,
Correct.
what is this new point? Acha, are the documents being signed online itself or
Online, sir, digitally.
digitally?
Yes, sir.
Gaurav, you have any idea about it? Gaurav ji, you are also
Sir.
IOB. Do you
Yes,
have
sir.
any? Do you have? This is a new point. I have not heard about this earlier.
Yeah, this has started recently only, sir.
What is this? What is this process about?
That is online account opening, sir.
Online
Through video
account,
call.
online
Yeah.
account opening, filling up of forms, that is all okay. Now,
Yeah.
online documentation ka matlab, loan documents also will you take online or they are taken in person only?
Actually, we are now coming up with a new application called LOS.
Hmm.
So where we are authenticating documents through online as well.
Arey bhai.
So I think future is coming where things are going digital completely.
Oh, then what is the Pani? What is the system? Do you take a printout of that and retain in your
Yeah,
files?
currently
Yeah, we
we are
take
taking
printout.
printout also.
Oh,
Currently we are taking printout also.
That is
But
DDE, Digital Document Execution.
arey bhai, excellent.
Oh.
Now, in fact, I'm just fashioned about it because, right now, after coming away from India for execution of lease deed for my tenants, I am forced to have I can't be executing on a stamp paper and all. So what I used to do, I put it on a email and give it as an attachment and ask him to accept it. And I take that as a signature. Is there any other way of signing such documents online?
No, sir, not which document, sir? Now it is implemented for loan.
No, I am
sir,
talking about
agreement.
lease
Sir,
deed.
lease agreement,
Lease agreement,
if you are
not.
not registering
It,
unregistered lease deeds,
mm,
so they cannot be challenged in court. So
that
it
is
doesn't
true.
matter whether you are doing a signature or not. Second thing
Yeah.
is that if you want to do such thing, you can use e-sign facility. That is valid.
What is e-sign facility?
E-sign is like you have to take digital token of your signature and you can attach with any document. It is equivalent to physical signature in the same.
Oh, that both the people must be aware of that, the tenant as well as the owner.
Correct, sir.
Very interesting. Thank you,
Yeah.
Mr. Madhusudan, for telling us about the fintech company today. We will meet tomorrow again. Tomorrow, the class time schedule I have changed. Did you see that? What is the time schedule I have given? I hope it is okay for you. 4 p.m. to 4:40 p.m. Is that okay? Or shall we, excuse me, Gaurav and
Yes, sir.
Pani,
Sir,
Madhusudan,
no problem, sir. No
4
problem.
o'clock.
Tomorrow, anytime.
I want
that's completely
at
okay.
least 2 or 3 of you, if you come, that will do. So 4 to 4:40, because I told you the reason. I have to
I'm
go.
completely free tomorrow. What time you want me to call, I will come there. No
Achha.
problem.
So, okay, 4
Tomorrow,
to
day after tomorrow, for
Yeah.
me also same.
day after.
Yeah,
Day after tomorrow, Sunday. I will tell you tomorrow because I'm not sure about what is the commitment for my going out and coming. So depending
sir,
on that, I
actually,
will advise you. Yeah.
yeah. Sir,
I am
actually,
cancelling
now,
on Sunday
yeah,
all the classes for probationary officers and others.
fine, sir.
Only CBI I will be having. The convenient time I will tell you. Yeah.
Sir, actually, we need, I think I need your kind help in framing some answers of some prominent questions. Like I told you earlier also that I'm in scale 2 position and I'm going for scale 4 interview. So justifying is it will be a very important
I know. There,
point. And yeah,
see, the only answer for that, they are willing to take you. They are, I don't know why they have not made it a condition that you must be in scale 3 for going to 4. They have not made it. Purposely, they have not made it. In as much as they have not made it, you are eligible. And the only way by which you can satisfy them is by your answering questions confidently and giving data-based information to make them understand you are a person with info fully so that you can manage. That is the only thing. There is no ready-made answer available with me. This is the similar answer to what I am telling for people without branch banking. It is okay, you are going to be without branch banking, but then say if you can answer questions properly, ठीक हो जाएगा. So in fact, talking on a lighter side, see, people working in administrative offices, most of them are benefited because they are closer to the bosses. उन लोग का promotion जल्दी जल्दी आ जाते हैं. समझ गया? Though they don't know any branch banking. Do you follow Gaurav and Pani?
Yes, sir.
यही तो होता है. The people who
Yeah.
are in head office, who are simply putting up notes and going after the files with the GM and ED around, so they are being benefited.
That is a bootlicking and buttering technique. That is different. We don't have the luxury now
Yeah,
because we are going in a different bank.
different bank. Yeah, here
Yeah.
the compensation for that is only your smile on your face, the clarity of expression on your face. Well, like for example, Madhusudan was talking very nicely. He was very good in English. He was communicating clearly, but then he also got into some issues when I asked questions which were not in his imagination. So only way out is for you to imagine what are the areas you will be getting questions and accordingly prepare for answers. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Tomorrow we will meet at 4 o'clock. I will come. I'll be here.
Sir,
It is only
yeah.
6:30 for me. Yeah, tell me.
Yeah. Sure, sir.
Thank
No,
you.
I was thinking if everyone can come up with 10 or 15 questions, which they
Yeah.
think that can be asked for them, and
Yeah.
then we can discuss upon those questions as well.
And yeah. In fact, that is what I was doing now by asking questions to Madhusudan. Madhusudan will get still tougher questions that will be coming in the mock interview. Anyhow, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.